Uh, sa inyo di of course, hopefully, most of us di before we do our work, we do prayer, no? Last time in our company, wala ba ni uso, but then if we have our what we call meeting, we start a meeting with work to ask guidance and wisdom. Because Jesus said, no, if 2 or 3 gather together, I am in the midst of them. So try to pray and call for your guidance of Jesus Christ, because inviting Him during our work will give us what we call wisdom and right decision in every difficult situation. We ought, brothers and sisters, as BCBP, as a Christian, we ought to pursue and protect the following values. So, in our community, we have values, what we call it, riches. Siguro natakol ni before. Riches. Respect, integrity, compassion, humility, excellence, service, and trust. So, we ought to pursue and protect the following values. Let us remember the earlier teaching about loving others, as this applies to everyone we encounter in the marketplace. Our fellow workers, our bosses, or our leaders, our customers, our suppliers, our creditors, partners, and shareholders. That are the persons we encountered every day in our marketplace. So next, what should be our attitude towards works? Diba kayo na aton nga response toward work. Next is ano naman ang aton attitude towards works? So, Christian attitude towards works, it is a gift. So in Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verse 9, moreover, when God gives man wealth and possession and enables him to enjoy them, to accept his lot and be happy in his work, this is a God's gift. This is a God's gift. But brothers and sisters, it is not measures of God's love. God loves everyone, both the sick and the healthy, both the rich and the poor. In fact, the reverse might even be truer. Namely, that God especially takes care for the suffering and the poor. Brothers and sisters, to understand this mystery, we only need to look at Jesus Christ, God's only beloved Son, who came into this world with no material thing. So in Proverbs chapter 30 verse 89, keep falsehood and lies far from me. Give me neither poverty nor riches, but give me only my daily bread. Otherwise, I may have too much and disown you and say, who is the Lord? Or I may become poor and steal and so dishonor the God's name. So amo ni siya kung tawag naton ang aton attitude towards wealth and money, pwede na siya maging curse. It can be a curse. And then it can be your God. Very clear. It can be your God. In Matthew chapter 26 verse 24, no man can serve two masters. He will either hate one and love the other, or be attentive to one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money. Bottom line, brothers and sisters, money is not our God. People tend to acquire it and accumulate it in a way that does not conform to God's plan, nor glorifies God. Therefore, it cannot serve as a measure of man's true success. So, what should be our attitude? Another, what should be our attitude towards wealth and money? Number one, be content. Be content. So in 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 6 to 9, we brought nothing in this world, and we can take nothing out of it. But if we have food and clothing, we will be content with that. People who want to get